I have made hundreds of catfish jugs, and this is the best design I've come up with yet. Whether you want to fish on the bottom in heavier current and wind, you want to suspend this thing, or you need a small jug so it's easier to package and not making a mess, this is going to do the trick. And today I'm going to show you how I made it and what sets it different from others. Making these jugs only takes a little bit of time and very few tools, fortunately. So the only tools you really need is a drill, and I got a smaller drill bit, 5 and 30 in here, but whatever size you have that's small, followed by a flathead screwdriver, and then finally some type of saw or oscillating tool in order to cut your PVC as well as your styrofoam pool noodles up. Now these are 3/4 inch PVC, they're 10 to 11 inches, don't have to be exact, just somewhere in that ballpark, and then the styrofoam is cut to 10 inches. Now for every jug you have, you're going to need 2 caps, one for each side. I just have this PVC glue. You can get a pack of it, pretty inexpensive, just about any hardware store. 2-ounce weights, 2/0 swivels, have 120-pound tarred fishing line. This stuff is great, very durable. Then I have size 3 snap swivels. Larger size makes it easier to manipulate when your hands are wet. Some zinc eyes, and then 5/0 circle hooks, which is a great all-around size for catfish. Finally, I use 50-pound monofilament. I found this to be pretty good size for rigidity, but also easy to tie. I'll go ahead and link things over here in the corner as well as in the description, so you can grab all the things I have behind me to make your jugs at home. So we're gonna start with the bottom of the rig first. So grab your 50-pound, 60-pound monofilament, and mono tends to tangle up like this. Easy trick to get this stuff untangled. Grab a towel or rag or something and just run it really quickly. That heat is going to pull all of that out. 6-7 feet right there. We're going to go ahead and cut that off. This is called a double dropper rig. What you have is your main line, and what you're basically going to need is double the line of the length you want out. So say I want 6 inches of line pointing out, I want at least 12 inches of line in my hand. I'm actually going to push it a little bit more, about 14 or so right there. I'm then going to make a loop. Grab it, and then up here, where these 2 lines are, I want to twist that spot. Once you have that loop, you see that opening right there, you want to take this line back behind it, push it through, grab it, use my teeth, and pull on the line. And you just created a loop for a double dropper rig. Very quick, easy, and this line's super cheap if you mess it up. So coming down a little bit more, about right there, I wanted to have a little bit of separation, at least more so than the loop, so the hooks don't hook up together. I want to go ahead and form yet another one. At the top of this rig, you're going to want your snap swivel. We'll get into why that is here in just a second. But simple Palomar knot, make a loop through there, and then you're just going to take your main line, loop it around. 4 to 6 times is enough, considering how thick this line is. Pull it through, wet it, and that's nice and tight. So with that double loop you've already made, take your 5/0 hook or whatever size you want to use, and you're going to go through the back right there. And once you push it through the back of that circle hook, you just come around it, pull, and that circle hook's on there. It's not going anywhere. The last thing you need is the weight on the bottom. If you're going through a lot of different currents, you can add a snap swivel so you can change these weights out quickly and easily. 2 ounces is enough for me. I fish lower currents or slower currents, mainly in oxbows and some larger lakes. So all I'm going to do is throw this weight on the bottom, put my paddler knot on, and the leader for me is going to be done. That's the leader completely done. Now you can see as I let this line go up and down, it's not tangling on itself. That 50-pound test is keeping those circle hooks out even when moving them around. So that's why I use that little bit thicker line. The other benefit is this is going to break before the main line does. That's why it's a little bit weaker than the main line. So you can make several of these. I take a foam pool noodle, wrap them around there, and if one of these breaks off while you're fishing, all you have to do is unwrap it, take that snap swivel, throw it on the main line, and you're good to keep fishing. Now building the jug itself, grab yourself a piece of PVC, you want your 2 caps, and all you're going to do is take a little bit of PVC glue. There's a little bit of primer. Take a little PVC cement, throw it on the inside, grab this, stick it on, and twist. And you just want to do that with both caps real quick. Caps in, you just want to drill 2 holes straight through the PVC. The straighter the better. Already cut 25 feet of line. I just used the width of my arm spread apart to quickly measure it, not an exact science. You want to run this line through the cap. By running the line through the PVC as well as the cap, has a super strong connection. It's not going anywhere. And once again, you just want a simple Palomar knot. You can take your PVC pool noodle and you're just going to push it on, but keeping it out of the way until now makes it a little bit easier to get that line through. On these other two holes you drilled, that's where you're going to put these little eye bolts in. So I like to get it started by hand. And once I do that, grab the flathead screwdriver, and I'm just going to twist them in on both sides. You're going to want two on this, and I'll show you why in a second. And take this line and start wrapping it around this jug. At the end of your main line, go ahead and grab a snap swivel, and you're going to use yet another simple Palomar knot to tie this on. Final modification, if you want to make your life a little easier, with the pool noodle, take a knife or something of that nature, and you're just going to make a slit on it. And you're going to take the end of your line, put it down in there, and that's going to hold the main line in place. Take a little bit of Sharpie and mark that. It'll make it easier to find whenever you need to. And your main line is done. Take the swivel and take the snap swivel on your leader, connect them together, connect that snap swivel back to it. Then you just want to wrap it. When you get to the hook, hook it at the top of the jug. That's why you don't want to do more than 10 inches right there, because it's going to be more in the pool noodle. Hook it on top, bring that line down. Now you can see it's nice and taut. Keep twisting it. Take your second hook, and now you want to hook that up to the top as well. And just keep wrapping your line. And now you have a small, compact package ready to go. Now this is what makes it special. When you get ready to deploy, you just undo that weight, grab your hooks, undo them real quick, and then you just keep unwinding. Now, say we're going to 15 feet deep, we just pull that line out until we feel that weight hit bottom. Once we do, we might want to bring it up just a little bit. We then take our main line, wrap it around the jug slowly going forward, and then you want to make a simple loop. Run that through the first eye. Now, a lot of people will just connect this around the single eye, and that comes undone pretty easily. But when you have this loop again, you run it through the second eye, like that, and pull it around. Then come back around through the first eye, kind of like you're tying off a boat. That's not going anywhere. That is super strong. You're not going to break those eyes out. You're going to break this line before these will move, and it's not going anywhere, and you've set your depth. And all you got to do when you're done, take it, you just pull through once again, undo it, pop it out, and you're ready to roll it up and take it home. Now I got these things tied off at 25 feet. That's great for the majority of the year. But say the fish are shallow and you're wanting these things suspended. Here's the great news. With that leader and that snap swivel right there, all you got to do is unhook it. That main line with that slit in the pool noodle, it's not going anywhere. It's going to stay snug. Take the snap swivel, hook it directly to the jug, pinch that back together, and now you have a 3 to 4 foot, even make this deeper, leader hanging directly off the jug, suspending. You're set for spring fishing, and you didn't have to do any additional work. The last big benefit to these smaller jugs is the fact that you can put these anywhere. Standard milk crate, 12 by 12 inches. Take these things and they will stack easily inside. You can fit 20 jugs in the small space. Perfect for a kayak, small john boat, anything where you plan on throwing these things out. Clearly a big upgrade. This is a good jug, but this one is a great one. I can't wait to build the rest of these and get them out in the water in the next month or two. If you're interested in watching some catfish jugging, seeing how well these work, well, make sure to stick around because I'm hoping to have quite a bit of success this year on them.